Alright boys, today we have another rankings video. We're going to be going over the best players in MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty, the cards that you need on your squad. Before we get into this video, hit that like button, hit that sub button. We're growing to 1K. There's going to be a gameplay out tomorrow. We're actually going to be playing some Battle Royale, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you guys, and let's get right into the freaking video. Alright boys, so for our first honorable mention, it is going to be none other than Hornsby. I wanted to make Hornsby in the list, I just couldn't quite do it. Although I do think he is the best second baseman in the game. This dude is flat out rates for me. Hitting 318 with over a 1,000 OPS. He's just really been that dude for me all year. So Hornsby, he's been an absolute phenom. I had to at least put him in the honorable mentions. The dude is an absolute animal. The next guy that I'm actually going to put is going to be Yazmani. Yazmani is an absolute animal. The dude he just rakes for me. He just rakes for me, hitting 340 with 7 tanks, above an 1100 OPS. He just has one of those swings that's so good, and in my opinion, he has been the best catcher for me. The dude he rakes. He just absolutely rakes. So Yazmani is an honorable mention, and our last honorable mention is going to be Kenley Janssen. I wanted to put Kenley Janssen in the top 10. He is one of the best relievers in the game. He's had a 3 ERA for me, and the dude's thrown 23 innings. There's just something about him and his pitch mix and the way that he throws. I think he is the best sinker cutter reliever in the game. He pitches way better for me than someone like Mariano Rivera. The dude has just been so good, and Kenley Janssen definitely deserved to be an honorable mention in today's list. Now at the number 10 spot today, as we get into the list, my number 10 spot is actually Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer, he has looked really solid for me. The one game that he pitched bad was an event game, so I'm not worried about it at all. But Trevor Bauer, he has just really good per nines, and there's just something said about Trevor Bauer. He's kind of funky. He's a little bit different. He has really good differentials. That cutter coming in at about 88 is really good. I love using this dude's cutter on the outer half. It gets so many bad, ugly swings, and he just has that 5-pitch mix. Honestly, I wish that he had a changeup twinkled in there, but I really like this Trevor Bauer card. I think he's absolutely amazing, and I really like this card. I think he is one of the best starters in MLB The Show 20. At the number 9 spot today, we actually have someone that you guys were probably not expecting this low, but it's Griffey Jr. I don't know what it is with this card, but he is just not hitting good for me. 242, 36 APs. He has not been it this year. And the thing is Griffey, he was it last year. He absolutely destroyed baseballs. But for me this year, man, Griffey Jr., he has done very bad. And I can't really get behind a card that I don't swing it with. So Griffey Jr. is at the 8 spot today. Still a great card, and I'm going to put him decently high on the list. He just has not done it for me. At the number 8 spot today, we actually have Manny Machado. Manny Machado is a beast. He is hitting 424 for me with 5 tanks. OPS almost at 1,400, slugging almost at 1,000. I don't know what it is about me and this card, but we just go together. We're like peanut and butter. We absolutely do well. He hits bombs for me, and he's so good. In his debut alone, he had 4 tanks on Hall of Fame, and basically it was like 850 rating at the beginning of the season. Manny Machado was a phenom. He was so good. Kind of dropped off a little bit, but this card still absolutely rakes. One of the best hitters in the game. I love this dude's swing, and he had to make the 8 spot. He just hits so good for me. The defense is absolutely amazing at first. 96 fielding with a 99 rope. Him and Tatis on the left side of the infield just have cannons. It is insane. Manny Machado, definite animal. Dude deserves to be in the 8 spot. Best third baseman in the game. And honestly, he could have made it probably a little bit higher than this. He's just brand new, so I can't put him higher. At the number 7 spot today, we have a guy who's been very solid at first base for me, and that's going to be Babe Ruth. Now, I grinded for this card. You had to put in so many hours just to get him, and I got him. I was one of the first people to get him. Babe Ruth is an absolute phenom at first base. He's hitting 330 for me with an OPS over 1,000. Babe Ruth is just been solid since day one. The dude has been a phenom over there. He just kind of, good old Babe Ruth, the great Bambino, he rakes, and he's done really good at first base for me. I don't know if he's my in-game first baseman, but so far it's looking like it. I haven't really liked any of the other first basemen. I think that Babe Ruth is a beast over there, and I love that card, and so that's why he makes the 7th spot today, as he's definitely one of the most polished hitters in the game. At the number 6 spot today, we have a guy who's not on my team, and it's Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle deserves to be on my team. I'm just being biased against him because I like Griffey. He's hitting 293 for me. I've been struggling with his prestige card. I don't know what it was. This guy went for a terrible slump. His other card did really, really well for me, and I thought it was really solid. He just didn't get it done, and Mickey Mantle got taken out of my lineup. I still think that he's a top 6 player because he is one of the best outfielders in the game. In my opinion, the 4th best outfielder, but he's been really, really good. I like this card a lot, and I just think that he has been so solid since day one. The number 5 spot today, we actually have Jacob Degrom. Now, Jacob Degrom has done really, really good for me. This dude's shoved. He has a 4.41 ERA. He's 1-0. He's thrown 16 innings. This dude has been a phenom. He just throws gas. That outlier quirk really helps him out. He's like a controlled Nate Pearson is what I like to call him. Good pitch mix. I like that his 2-seamer is just enough different from his 4-seamer that it works well as a 5th pitch, because, you know, his 4-seamer is 102 every single time. So that 2-seamer at like 97, 98, it looks like a lot different. And I really like how good of control he has with some of his off-speed pitches. His sliders absolutely dirty. Honestly, plays more like a cutter since it's about 94 miles an hour, and the thing is absolutely filthy. Obviously, this guy's per 9s are absolutely nuts with the 110, 125 hits per 9 and Ks per 9. Jacob Degrom, in my opinion, the best starter in the game. He's just so dominant. At the number 4 spot today, we actually have Mike Trout. Now, I'm getting close to prestiging this card. He just absolutely rakes. This card hits bombs for me. He's hitting 308, but he has a 700 slugging, 1,000 OPS, 40 tanks on the year for 99 overall Mike Trout. I love this guy's swing. He had to make the top 4. The dude rakes. I love this card so much. At the number 3 spot today, we actually have Goose freaking Gossage. Now, Goose Gossage is just someone who's so good at the pen. 2.6 ERA out of the pen. Like, he's just the lockdown guy. If I'm ever in a sticky, tough situation, I go to Goose Gossage. He gets the job done. He throws absolute cheddar with that outlier heater. And Rich Gossage is a phenom out there. He's so good. I love this card to death. Best reliever in the game, and I just value relievers so much in this game because some of the most hard innings are those back 3 innings, and I don't like to throw starters 9 innings. I've never been one of those guys in MLB The Show, so I like Goose Gossage, and I like my guys like this. He is the best at doing that. I love Goose Gossage, and that's why he's at the 3 spot. At the number 2 spot today, we have the best hitter in the game. You guys know I had to put him in here. He had to be top 2. He just rakes, and it is going to be Han freaking Soto. I mean, you just can't argue with the attributes. This card, he is the best hitter in the game by far. He rakes. I don't know what to say. The dude just drops taters, and he hits bombs, and he has a good swing. He's max against lefties, and righties, he might as well be. The dude rakes righties just as much as lefties. And, you know, 7 tanks already for me, over a 1,600 OPS and 1,100 slugging. I think you'll understand where I'm going with this card. He is disgusting. He is the best hitter in the game. Juan Soto deserves it. The dude's a beast in real life, but this guy is disgusting on the MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty field. He's just insane. And at the number 1 spot today, we have none other than Willie freaking Mays. I had to put him at the number 1 spot. I do not have him yet, but this card is crazy good. Absolutely crazy good. I don't have him yet because I haven't made World Series this season, but oh my gosh, the 98 fielding, the 95 arm. He's just a complete 5-tool player, 94 speed. I don't think there's another card in the game that's as 5 tool as this card. The speed, the great, amazing fielding, and he absolutely rakes. If you know Willie Mays from last year, he has such a good swing. This card is just disgusting, and I can't imagine not using this card. Willie Mays is an absolute beast. I love this card to death, and he's really, really, really good. And so that's why he's at the number 1 spot today. As always, this is discussion. If you guys think that I missed anybody or left anyone out, let me know in that comment section below. I'd love to have a conversation about it. As always, hit that like button, hit that sub button. We are growing to 1K. Thank you guys so much for watching, and might be out.